Why didn't Dr. Ozzy play America? Now, I know a bunch of you have many questions about this. I'm going to try to be as clear about this whole situation and let you know about the timeline. In order for an artist who is from a foreign country to play in America, they have to apply for a work visa. U.S. Immigration reports a P2 processing backlog for regular processing. To avoid delays, I had to submit my P2 package to Canadian Federation of Music at least 90 to 100 calendar days before my first show. Keep in mind, this was before April submission. After my incident recently, now the delay is 110 calendar days before the first show. My first show was on August 3rd, so I submitted it exactly 90 days before my first show, which was in April. In order to submit my form as a Canadian, I had to pay a fee. The US work permit fee for regular processing, which is up to 100 days, costed me $325 American. And if I wanted the premium processing, which is up to 30 days, it would have costed me the $325 American plus $1,225 American. Also, the administration fee, which was $100 Canadian, that was towards CFM. In the midst of this tour planning with my team, my manager noticed my passport had expired and I was doing my regular night shifts 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. at my work during that time. So in order for me to submit my passport, I had to stay up all night and all morning to take a new picture of me at this Chinese passport photo store and to submit the form. Luckily, the passport arrived on time. Now, since I was doing this exactly 90 days as they asked, I was told everything will run normally, so I went with the regular processing as it made sense to do so. The premium processing was a bit too high when totaled in Canadian currency. So my team and I sat down and planned the whole tour's promotion. I sat at my work and spent hours on making the tour video. I spent my last money on renting CDJs to practice my set. It had been 2 months and we had no word of the visa arriving, and we contacted the Federation to know what's happening. We were told the process is normal and all we can do is wait. At this point, I was very confident that the Federation was comforting me by saying it was normal, so I gave in my resignation to my work that I will be leaving my work by August 2nd. During the first month of waiting, the events on Facebook started coming up and all the people on social media started to talk about it. I felt very positive that this tour is going to be probably life-changing experience for me because I had never toured before, so this was a pretty amazing chance. I couldn't sleep because not only I was waiting on my visa, me working at a place doing night shifts also screwed my sleeping pattern. So I stayed up making music and walking to my mailbox and checking for my visa every day on the second month. I broke the news to my team and they tried their best to get answers. All we were told is simply to wait. And so we waited. August 2nd, I was at home. I had packed everything was organized, and I had my shoes on. Stayed up all night, all morning again, by my window to scope out the Canada Post van to see the postman put something in the mailbox. The van never came through, and I knew this was terrible news. Everyone was going out of their ways to find out what's happening. I told my team, and everyone was running around like headless chickens. All we could do is tell every promoter that booked Dr. Ozzy day by day that I will not be showing up due to visa complications, and apology messages were made for the fans. The US Immigration hasn't approved me still. It's August 17th now. I have so far missed 7 shows and I have 5 left. It has been more than 110 days since my submission, and at this point I have a feeling that I will possibly not get approved for. Look, I know most of this kind of stuff happens all the time, hence why I have been optimistic, and going in debt wasn't bothering me because I knew something bigger and better is coming my way. It's just, this was my first ever self-titled tour, worked on by my own team, and it sucks to know we are just clueless as to what's going to happen next.